Well, you want to tell everybody what our bad dog did?
Oh, let me show you what the bad dog did.
Show them what the bad dog did.
Today is Andy's birthday, and Andy bought his own thing of donuts. Except, what does it look like to you? Paw prints? He climbed up on this table. Okay, this table right here.
There ain't no baker's dozen in there, no, that's for sure.
He climbed up on, okay, the dog can't jump in the back of a truck, but he climbed up here with this completely covered in coats and drug it down and ate all of them. All of them. Which now we're probably gonna have a sick freaking dog. After I'm climbing in the grain bin and he comes over there and he's like, oh, hey, Mom. I walk in here and see that on the ground.
He was high on sugar, apparently.
Oh.
Be honest, I had no idea those were even Andy's donuts. I thought John and his guy, they were out here working on the sprayer yesterday, just brought them out yesterday morning.
Andy. Ooh, good. And the dog is nowhere to be found because he went and hid the gin because he knows that he's in trouble.
He knows he's been a bad boy. Lovely day, ain't it? Lovely day. Just because it's wet and nasty don't mean we ain't got work to do. Andy finally got done bush hogging. Got done bush hogging in the mud, but we got it done. So he's back to hauling corn. Got started back yesterday and hope to get done here this week for sure. Get all this done. Kelly's up there loading them up. Also, in other news, finally got my bin manager fixed on this bin number 2. I had been having, for the last week and a half, I've kind of been having to guess about when to turn my fans on and off to dry the beans down. Of course, I don't know the optimal times to turn them on and off, but hopefully did a little drying. But now that that's up and running, whenever we get some drying conditions, which we don't have today, hopefully get these beans started automatically. What turned out to be the problem was the controller on the top of the bin that goes to all the cables and communicates wirelessly and all that. The circuit board in it was fried, so finally got that back up and running. So now the name of the game is we get close to Christmas here, get done with the corn crop, get some money rolling in, and get all my equipment put away for the winter. Over the last couple of days, got my sprayer finished. Not my sprayer, so I didn't wash it. Water truck done. Majority of this tractor done. And once I get this one done, we still got one more big project. Got the combine to finish, and then we got the loader tractor and bush hog to do, service truck to do, and the 4440, which is still out in the field. And it might still be out in the field for a while longer. I'm really not too motivated to fix it and get it out of the field right now. Also, just want to put it out there, we got our Midland 15-yard pan for sale. If y'all remember this last winter, we bought the Reynolds drawbar mounted pan to replace this, and you know, this is a really good pan. The problem is my tractors just didn't have enough weight to pull it effectively because, you know, it's got the dolly wheels on the front, so it doesn't put any weight on your drawbar to give you increased traction. My tractors just are not heavy enough. In good dry conditions with good packed soil, yeah, I can fill it up all the way, wasn't a problem, but most of the places I do dirt work in, we're just scraping the top layer of soil off, generally soft in the spring when it's generally a little wet. But anyway, she's a real good pan. Does a fantastic job of finishing, and then of course you want to haul big loads, it can move a lot of loads in a hurry. But anyway, tires still in good shape. We had all this ejector mechanism, had it completely overhauled, and it's working good. Got a good cutting blade on it and everything. You know, it's got a couple hydraulic lines, that could stand to be replaced. I think one of the cylinders drips just a little bit of oil, but good tight pan, does a really good job. My equipment just wasn't big enough to pull it effectively, but anyway, if any of y'all interested looking for a good pan, I'll be glad to sell it to you. I'm asking $15,000 for it. You know, $1,000 yard, that's about half the price of what a standard pan will go for. So in my opinion, it's pretty good deal. Anyway, it's a Midland M4 model. Anyway, if any of y'all want to take this home with you, hit me up. I'll be glad to sell it to you. All right, Kelly has informed me that we're down to the bin sweep, so I'm gonna go get it started. I'll tell you what, the rain finally moved out, but the cold front is chasing in right behind it. Apparently the bin manager thinks it's time to dry some beans. All right, Kelly's already got my cord run out here. I can't remember if I showed it, but anyway, this summer, because we had problems with this cord getting caught in the sweep here, I added a pole on top of the motor to raise it up to where hopefully we don't have any more problems getting cords torn up. So let's see if she'll power up. Oh yeah. Well, counting the two loads in the loadout bins, we probably got a little less than 11 total loads left to haul, so should get done tomorrow. I cannot describe how much I absolutely love this belt sweep, not having to get in here at all anymore, except just sweep around the edges a little bit. I mean, this thing just absolutely works fabulously. All right, Kelly had to go eat lunch, so I loaded this truckload in the loadout bin. See what how far the bin sweep's gotten around. Made a pretty good dent in it, and if you're new to the channel, you know, this belt sweep is considered no entry. Don't have to get in here and clean up at all, because it'll go around and it'll get all the most of it, and it'll make another trip. And you'll have to make probably about 4 to 5 trips all the way around to get this floor completely clean. But you know, it's sweeping it all the way towards the center well, but it's got to do a few trips around in order to do that. Now we will have to come in and sweep right around the edges a little bit, sweep it out in there. But that's the only thing we really got to do to get in there and get this bin perfectly clean whenever it's done. Well, the cloudy skies is about to be over with, and I know that temperature really gonna take a nosedive whenever those clear skies get here. Wish I was done cleaning equipment, but still got a ways to go. Just about got this tractor done, got everything pressure washed, every nook and cranny covered on it, and she's pretty dang clean. We went over all of it with our power clean. I still got 2 more trips to make over it, first with the iron remover and then with the mineral deposit remover, and she'll be ready to go in the shop, get her cab cleaned and everything. But anyway, the only reason we're using the iron remover and the mineral deposit remover is we're foaming it on with those, and it's part of the process to maintaining the ceramic coating that's on there. Really, especially that mineral deposit remover really helps bring some of that hydrophobic action of the ceramic coating back, because you get little particles embedded in there that you know, take away from that real glossy finish. So it really helps with that. But you know, I've showed you some of the cleaners we use to get our stuff looking almost brand new. I mean, this tractor's now almost 11 years old, and she still looks mighty good for having close to 6,000 hours on it. But in addition to the cleaners, we do some of the tools that we use on the pressure washer here. You know, I had this short wand made up at the local hardware store. You know, got quick connects on the gun and then quick connects on the tip. I use this gun for probably about 90% of my washing. We do have somewhere here, we got the real long wand that comes standard on these, and you know, we'll use it on the side shields of the combine, the places up high that's hard to get. You know, I also get Kelly to lift me up on the forklift to get those places. But using that short rod just gives me a lot more control, and it doesn't wear me out on a long day of washing like handling the long one would. But like getting in like real tight places, because with a straight nozzle, I mean, you're kind of limited to where you can get it and everything, and especially like messing with radiators where you got real tight spaces and can't get into it, you know, all back behind you know, the battery and up under the cab and everything. What I found to be really useful, and again, I had this made up at a local hardware store. I've got a flexible one here, and all it is hydraulic hose that I've got quick connects on each end, and you know, I can really get it in there and twist it around and move it and get all the tight places, you know, back behind the hydraulic remotes, all the tough places that's hard to get with a straight wand, just to make sure we got every speck of dirt off of our equipment. Now, I will say, if you get you one of these made up, you better hold on to it tightly, because this thing puts out, I think, 4,500 PSI, and if you don't have a firm grip on that hose, it will whip around. I actually got knocked upside the head whenever my grip slipped a couple weeks ago, left me with a black eye for a few days. But anyway, that's some of the tools that we use, and really helps us keep our equipment looking like brand new. And no sooner do I get the loadout being filled up, Andy's back. Kelly still ain't gotten back from lunch, so I guess I'm gonna have to put washing on hold for a little while longer. Okay. Oh. Man, she's shiny.
Yeah, it's shiny. I was looking at
She
it.
looks like she's already been waxed.
The hood, it's beat it up on this one.
Well, out of all the stuff I washed, it beat it up least on this than it did
Wow.
the other stuff. The sprayer, I got it beaten up pretty good, and the other tractor got it beat up pretty good. For whatever reason, this was not beaten up as good. So
It looks clean. It looks shiny. I know the top of the hood had a glare going across there the whole time I was pulling it in.
well, as soon as you get done hauling corn tomorrow,
Got it.
the cab will be ready for your detail skills.
Oh
Get out of here, Drake. You bad dog. donut eater.
But they were so good.
Alright, it's Friday. Got some big goals today. First thing, get all of our corn hauled. Andy had to cut out early yesterday, so hopefully get done today. I don't know, we got 6 more loads to go maybe. I don't know if y'all can hear it in my microphone or not, but this wind is whipping out here and it's cold. Alright, we'll get the sweep going while he's while I'm loading him up. Oh! Alright, like I said earlier, one of the things we got to do, because the bin sweep won't reach all the way to the edge. You just come in here and right here around the edges of the bin, sweep this corn out to where the paddles can pick it up on its next go around. After this job, I really need to go steal Kelly's broom from the kitchen. The big sweep broom don't do the job near as well. Alright, just like that, when it comes back around, you know, because the belts only come out to about right there, it'll start taking all this and sweeping it that way. All right, Kelly tells me that the bin sweep's almost done with the first go around. Go in here and check it. All right, yeah, it's down to a little pile. We'll let it clean this pile up and then let it get started going around on the second go around. I'll show you what it's doing. All right, this got started on its second trip around. You can tell it's getting it farther away from the wall. See how many trips it takes around to get this floor completely clean. All starting its third go around. Getting a pretty good ways away from the wall now. Alright, start this fourth pass around. Just about got her. Kelly's helping it out a little bit with the leaf blower. The sweep does excellent in certain directions on the floor. Like if you look at this perforated floor, you say the perforations are running that way. So when the sweep is sweeping it that way, it's cleaning it up really good. Now when it gets back over here and it's trying to sweep it across the perforation, it needs a little bit more help. But overall, this thing is super easy and I love it. Alright, pass number 5. It looks like where the perforation going this way. That's really about all it needs. And over here we're going across. Probably need another trip or broom or Kelly with a leaf blower. I figure how we got so many soybeans in that bin. Our gate up here up top was not shut down all the way. Now normally where the splice, when it gets all the way down on the right hand side, that's where it's shut off. And anyway, it was up to about right here, which I mean kind of normal, but whenever I was there in the bin, I felt some corn seeds sprinkling on top of my head. And that means the gate's not shut all the way. So I don't know if there was some dirt or piece of corn cob or whatever stuck up there in the gate, but had to get the pipe wrench on there and got it about another half of a turn. So how we got all those beans in there is that gate was cracked. We thought it was shut, but it wasn't quite shut. Tell you one thing, next year we're gonna make dang sure that the gates are shut real good. All right, I bet we can't fit it all on one load. I bet it's gonna be like 50 bushels left over. It's gonna be more than one load. Just load them all the way up. Oh! Hey, just hold on. Let me see how much more is in there. Tell them to go ahead. We're not gonna get it all in there. Oh, there he goes. Next to last load. I just peeked in the top and I bet there ain't 50 bushels left in there. Hate to make a run for 50 bushels, but it's got to be hauled.